Hello travelers, welcome to the largest community of travelers in Europe. I'm sure that just like us, you've been wondering how to get internet when traveling. Today, I'll tell you how to get internet in Latin America. How to have internet on your trip to Latin America. If you're looking for the best option to have internet on your trip to Latin America, whether you're traveling for tourism or work, and you want to have internet connection immediately after getting off the plane to let your family know you have arrived, to ask for an Uber when you arrive at the airport, or to use Google Maps to find your hotel, from Passporter, we want to share our experience with what we consider to be the most practical and cost-effective option. And we're talking about eSIMs or virtual SIMs. In the video, we will discuss what is an eSIM, how does it work, and what are its benefits, which companies offer this service, what is the best option and how to use it, and what other options are there if my cell phone is not compatible with eSIMs. What is an eSIM and how does it work? eSIM cards allow us to have internet on our cell phone when we travel to Latin America without needing to remove our regular SIM card as with conventional SIM cards. Some of the benefits are: it is available for purchase from anywhere in the world in order to arrive at your destination with internet ready. In case you want to talk to your family, book an Uber, work abroad, etc. It has a quick and easy installation. You're receiving your email a QR code that allows you to install the eSIM immediately. The prices are more competitive compared to other options such as roaming or pocket Wi-Fi. And lastly, you won't have to change your SIM card in your phone device, avoiding problems with your WhatsApp number. If you came this far, it's because you've already realized that eSIMs are the best solution to have internet when traveling. And you're wondering which are the companies that offer this service and which is the best option. So let's talk about it. Which companies offer this service? In the eSIM market, there are companies such as Holafly, Airalo, Ubigi, or Simoptions that have the eSIM service. But before acquiring one, it is important to take into account the characteristics that will determine whether the card fits the needs of our trip. Under our experience, we consider that we must take into account several factors that will be relevant to decide whether to choose one or another, such as the duration of the plan. How many days are we going to be traveling? Assistance included, and whether it is personal and in our language. If they have an app to manage the data plan, the gigabytes they offer you per plan, and the price and availability of currencies to make the payment. How do I calculate the amount of data I will need for my trip to Latin America? We must keep in mind that no eSIM company allows us to have unlimited data. Therefore, we will always look for the largest amount of data possible. Anyway, I'll leave you on the screen a table with the consumption of the main apps you probably use, and you can also compare with the consumption shown in your mobile settings. Taking into account that you already know how much data you need, we'll leave you a table with each brand of eSIM and all its services for you to compare and choose the best option that best suits your trip. Keep in mind that Holafly has customer service, human, personalized, and in your language, and is the only one that has a reasonable price compared to others. While Truephone, for example, offers a maximum of 5 gigabytes, and customers say that Airalo has a slow customer service. On the other hand, Simoptions is a marketplace, and it is practically a lottery to find an eSIM that suits the trip among so many options. And in case of an incident, it is very complicated to guarantee a good service to solve the problem. Why did we choose Holafly and how to use it? Being Passporter an international community of travelers in which we require good internet connection for each of our trips around the world, this is why we always choose Holafly to be connected to the internet in Latin America. It offers you flexibility depending on the duration of your trip and destination. For example, for your trip to Latin America, you have one data plan of 15 days for 47 euros. With this multi-destination card, you can travel to Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Chile, Honduras, Nicaragua, Peru, Costa Rica, Paraguay, Puerto Rico, and Uruguay without changing eSIMs. The brand offers a 24-hour customer service in Spanish, English, German, French, Italian, and Japanese that responds in less than a minute by chat or WhatsApp. And that for me makes the difference. It has different currency options to make the payment: Euro, dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, Mexican peso, pound, sterling, yen, among many others. And finally, based on the opinions and ratings in Trustpilot, is the company with the largest number of ratings, more than 20,000, and with a score of 4.7 out of 5, which confirms its good performance and service. This is the highest and best rated eSIM company. Others like Airalo only have a 2.7 stars and about 1,000 ratings. After the experience during our trips, we have come to the conclusion that they are the best option in the market in terms of quality price ratio. Although at first sight other options may seem cheaper, if you analyze them well based on what each one offers, Holafly's offer is the most competitive and profitable. If like us you also consider it the best option, we'll leave you a discount code PASSPORTER to save 5% on your purchase. But before you buy it, always remember to check if your cell phone is compatible with eSIMs. In the video description, you will find a list of compatible phones. How to use and install Holafly eSIMs. The installation process is very simple and can be performed on both iOS and Android devices. We recommend you to install it before traveling because for this process you will need an internet connection. You can leave it installed and activate it when you arrive at your destination so that your plan starts only when you're already traveling. How to install Holafly eSIM on iOS. Once you have completed the purchase, you will receive an email with a QR code that you have to scan and it will direct you to the phone settings. Once the eSIM is installed, you have to choose if you want to use it for travel or work and it will be ready to be used. The installation can also be done manually without the need of a computer, simply by writing a code in the settings of your mobile phone that you can check in the email or in your app, which is very convenient to control the duration of the data plan. How to install Holafly eSIM on Android. This process may change a little bit depending on the model of your phone, but it will probably be very similar to the one I'm going to show you now. First we'll go to Settings, then to Connections, SIM Card Manager, Add Mobile Card, Scan QR. We scan it and the option to install the eSIM will appear. What if my mobile is not compatible with eSIMs? What other options do I have to get internet in Latin America? There are other options to have internet in Latin America, such as roaming offered by the telephone companies, which is the most expensive option. The main operators offer options from 7 to 12 euros approximately for 100 megabytes. Pocket Wi-Fi is the second most expensive option because you have to pay the internet rate, rent equipment, pay insurance and shipping costs. Plus, it is a more uncomfortable option in terms of portability, and its battery is usually limited to a maximum of 6 hours. They are usually long-term contracts, but it is an option that allows you to share internet. In Latin America, you can find free Wi-Fi spots in airports, cafes, hotels, and restaurants. However, be aware that these networks are vulnerable to hacking.